Witam was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie, ja jestem Szkodnicki, a w dzisiejszym odcinku gramy sobie oczywiście w Red Dead Redemption 1. Zostawcie łapkę w górę, subskrypcję na dole i lecimy na misję z Abigail. Zobaczymy co u niej, co by chciała od nas i po prostu spędzimy miło dzień. Sprawdźmy to. Szkodniki.
What you cooking?
Same thing I've been cooking the past 15 years with the hope of poisoning you.
Ain't working so well.
Not yet.
Be honest though, tastes bad enough to kill a man.
I never was much of a cook, but I did try to be a good wife.
And you have been.
Given what we was and what we came from, I think we've gone and done okay. I look at Jack, I look at him, and I think we've been blessed. Maybe he can be something more.
He's a good kid. He can be whatever he wants to be. He ain't gonna be no frontier gunslinger killing and running those gang though. That way's over. Railroads and government and motor cars and everything gone and done away with all that.
And he ain't gonna marry no orphaned working girl running with a bunch of hucksters, neither.
If he meets one like you, I hope he'll marry her.
Stop. For an illiterate gunslinger, you sure know how to make a girl blush. God damn crows! John! You have got to go deal with them. They've broken into the silo again and are eating all the corn out from it.
Of course, my angel.
Get out of there.
All right, all right.
Go on. Scat. Shh.
Pozostała kukurydza. A te. No i co ja mam zrobić? Jak ich tyle jest? Dobra, nice, chyba się udało. O, wypędziłem je. Nice, dobrze. Teraz czas na gulasz. I faktycznie, chyba w RDR 2 był też gulasz. Dobra, idziemy do Abigail, bo ja chcę zjeść gulasz. I czy ten dom wygląda naprawdę tak samo? Ja jestem w szoku. I no. Tylko, że tutaj... Nie no, chyba tutaj był stół też. Tak no. Tu był stół. To tak chyba nie wyglądało. To jest sypialnia. O, kuchnia jest inna. Ale są schody do góry też. Serio mocne. Mogę się przespać? Ej, można. Dobra, zapiszę sobie grę, bo nie zapisywałem od długiego czasu. Jakbym stracił teraz 45 minut, to by było śmiesznie. Bo jeszcze mam wujka do zrobienia. Starzy, przyjaciele.
John, we got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie
Oh.
something or other. Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarland. She's a friend. Saved my life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
It weren't nothing like that. What's it say?
I don't know. I can't. Well, you know I can't read.
Give it here.
You read that thing out loud.
I ain't hiding nothing. Dear Mr. Marston, stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop. Weevils and moths ate entire county supply. Stop. Can you help? Not exactly the most romantic request now, is it?
I guess not. She saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We've got a plentiful supply of corn sacks over near the silo. About the one thing Uncle didn't manage to have stolen while we was gone.
Okay.
Hurry back, John. And John, what's she like?
You know. A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
Jaki śmieszny. Dobra, podoba mi się. Rozkręciła się fabuła totalnie. O,
Maybe I should meet this McFarlane woman.
o,
What are you
zazdrośnica.
waiting for? We
O,
better
jeszcze
hurry.
na czas.
I don't think I can let you go off again without me.
Fair enough. I'm glad of the company. You only had to ask.
Ask? I was waiting for you to ask me.
I thought you'd want to keep an eye on the boy.
Oh, while you were off cavorting with cowgirls in the next county? I don't think so, John Marston. You only just got home. That Jack has seen enough of me for a lifetime. So, is she married? This phony McFarlane?
No,
What does she look like?
I don't know. Pretty normal, I suppose.
Normal? What? Normal like me?
No. Normal as in 2 eyes.
Ja
Mouth,
pierdzielę.
nose, that kind of normal. Besides, ain't no woman fine as you.
A little flattery. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging.
Another pearl of wisdom from John Marston. I sure do miss those.
I never took you for the jealous type, Abigail.
I ain't jealous so much as curious.
You heard what she wrote. It's just some corn. She saved my life and she was decent enough to it, so I owe her this much at least.
How did she save your
Leżeć.
life anyway?
She found me half dead on the side of the road and took me to the doctor. Most folks would have left me there.
Half dead from what?
Bill didn't take so kindly to me visiting unannounced.
Bill never did like surprises. How was he?
Same as he was when we left. Angry and dumb. Taking his revenge out on the world. People down there was really scared of him.
A Bill? You gotta be kidding me. He was only frightening if he was afraid of dumb fools.
Bill weren't so bad. When the Dutch went crazy, Bill took it hard.
For a while, we all thought we'd found something right. Better way to live, but it was just a lie. So you saw before they did.
Maybe. But there was still kind of a family.
A family that left you for dead. You knew the truth, John, and they hated you for it.
Tak było.
Where'd they take you?
Who?
Those government bastards. Where did they hold you and Jack?
I ain't sure. They kept their eyes covered there and back. Can't have been too far from here, though.
They treat you right?
It ain't the first time I've had a gun to my head, John. You're forgetting your marriage proposal.
Very fun.
No, they learned pretty quick what would happen if they laid a finger on me.
Sons of bitches.
It wasn't them or being there. I didn't care about that. I've been in far worse situations.
Dobra, udało się na czas. Pytanie tylko, po co to było na czas?
You came. Thank you so much. We lost the entire harvest.
Miss McFarlane, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite the gentleman all of a sudden? It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston.
Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life. And for teaching the miserable goats manners, among other things.
I didn't teach him anything. I know better than to try to change a man. You should meet my father.
Oh, people can change, Miss McFarlane. John and I have to believe that more than anybody.
This is a decent first harvest for you, John. You should be proud. That's good land you got there.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you.
I've been through worse, and I knew he'd be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Mr. Farland? If you're gonna start yammering about women's work, John, I'd say you might be in the wrong company.
I'd say so, too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
Dobra.
Ma'am?
Chciałaby tam z Johnem Marstonem. To jazda, przynajmniej nie na czas. Czyżby jakaś strzelanina? Nie? Chyba na spokojnie będzie już.
So that was the famous Bonnie.
That was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I'd have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one.
I already got a rancher's wife.
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyway.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did blush redder than a shepherd's sunset when she saw you, though.
I have that effect on women.
You clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? Outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to. It's the only way we'll ever have a future.
The life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
The old gang's dead. I did what they asked.
And that's it? A life tried, forgiven?
We're back together, ain't we?
Till they decide you owe them something else.
Sometimes I think I was the stupid one for believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill, and Javier were just being honest with themselves.
You ain't perfect, John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are, than they were.
Maybe we can't change. We gotta try, for Jack's sake. Even if we have to start again 100 times. It's better than going back to what we were.
Mądre słowa.
Angry, upset. He's been through a lot.
I hope he's gonna be all right.
It's gonna take time. For a while, his world was safe, normal even. Then it got turned upside down again.
He ain't saying much about it.
I've tried to talk to him, but how do you explain any of this? What do you say when he asks about Uncle Bill and Uncle Dutch? They were family when he was a little boy.
He hides away in those books of his.
Wouldn't you? It ain't like the real world's done him many favors. He's just been kidnapped. He grew up with the gang. That's no life for a boy.
We did our best to protect him.
Come on, John. He saw things no boy should see.
Well, now we got a chance to make it right.
Przynajmniej wie, jak warte jest jego życie. Dzięki temu, przez ile widział.
We did good today, John. I guess I better go fix us something to eat.
No, gulasz. Musi być poranek, nie? Tak. Ja idę zapisać giereczkę i lecimy na misję z Jackiem. Bo misja z wujkiem chyba już nie jest aktywna, albo może mi się przewidziało. Nie wiem. W każdym bądź razie idę zapisać gierkę i lecimy dalej z fabułką. Jestem ciekawy, ile jeszcze takich misji fajnych. W takim razie małe cięcie było.
What's the book, boy?
Nothing, sir.
What's it about?
Well, it's an adventure, sir. Set out in the West, and it tells this amazing story of how people killed the savage Redskins, and how this man, this brave man, hunts the man who killed his father.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Talking of adventure, how'd you like to learn to track elk? Really big ones in the valley this time of year. We could use the meat.
Well,
I know you'd rather read your adventures. Trust me, this can be very enjoyable in its own way. I suppose maybe it's a little less dramatic. So, let's go, come on. You may get to see me get gored by some massive wild beast. Then you can write a story about that.
very funny, Paul. I've forgotten how funny you was.
Grab your things.
No to jazda. Idziemy zapolować. Ty robisz?
All right, now stay close to the dog, son. Yeah. When he finds something, you stay back and I'll show you how to make him kill.
Whatever you say, sir.
You sure you're ready for this?
I guess so.
Now the trick to hunting is calm and patience.
Kluczem do łapania jest
Come on. You don't seem too
spokój.
excited about this.
What do you want me to say, Paul? Yippee?
Are you sure you're all right? I mean, I know all that business must have been hard on you.
It wasn't nothing. I'm not a kid anymore.
Well, it won't happen again. It's over.
Until the next time, you mean?
There won't be a next time.
Don't make no more promises, Paul. I've heard them all before.
Whoa. Yeah.
Jackie, cały gang nie żyje.
You know,
Prawie.
one time I hunted a bear up in tall trees.
Przynajmniej ci
You never seen a
najgorsi
bigger
i
animal in all your
najlepsi.
life. Jack, he's on to something. Come on, easy up now.
I read this story about a girl who was raised by wolves. She'd hunt goats with them and everything.
Sounds like a tall yarn to me.
Taller than a boy being taken from his home and locked up in a dungeon.
I'm just saying. Maybe you spend too much time with your head in those books.
I thought you and Mom wanted me to read.
We do, so long as you're not, well, hiding from the real world.
It's a little late for that, Paul.
Now, when we get near them, hang back and stay quiet. I'll show you how it's done. Look, I see one.
Jackie, ucz się.
Come on, I'll show you how to cut the meat.
Easy. I thought he was gonna get away. That was great, Paul.
You
Tu
just gotta wait for the
nożykiem,
right
tak
shot,
ten, o.
not rush it.
That's a big
Pyk,
one.
pyk.
This meat should fetch a decent price in Manzanita.
Mi się ekranik powrócił od krwi.
Hope you were watching. It'll be your turn next. All right, let's see if we can find some more.
Rufus,
You can do
dawaj.
it, Rufus.
Let's go. You ready to take a shot, Jack?
Of course, Paul.
Remember, it's all about timing. Wait for your moment. Don't snatch at
Oh,
it.
I know. I saw how you did it.
If you say so. All right. When he finds them, you take the lead. Come on. Find him, Rufus.
You can do it, Rufus.
Yeah.
Where is it, boy?
Come.
Find another one, Rufus.
Jak szczeka sobie ten piesek. I co, znalazłeś?
Boy.
Jeszcze nie
Go get 'em,
znalazł.
boy! Look, they're over there.
Chciałem zastrzelić, czy on ma się nauczyć już.
Come on. Load up now.
Hey, come on!
Klik, klik.
Nice work, son. You're a quick learner. Now come on. Let's get this meat over to the trading post at Manzanita.
Bardzo ładnie, Jackie.
Go!
Did you see me?
You did good, son. Let's go!
Fajne takie polowanie, tylko Jackie jeszcze musi się dużo nauczyć. Widać, jak mu to ciężko przychodziło teraz.
Slow down. All right, here we are.
Tu
Jack,
mamy
you wait here.
sklep
I'll
mięsny,
be just a
Jackie.
moment. Why, hello.
Oh, let's see what you got. And here we are. Enjoy the journey.
I w taki sposób możesz stać się
That's what I
bogaty,
got.
Jackie. Pamiętaj o tym.
Hello there. Howdy.
All done. Let's head home. Come on.
Jak ci się, Jackie, podobało? Fajnie było?
Come on. Never you mind. Enough to keep Rufus out of the stewing pot for a couple days.
And what about me? What do I get?
You get to eat, son.
But I did half the work. That isn't fair.
What can I say? I'm another corrupt landowner.
Daj mu połowę,
I'll
John.
be rich one day, then you'll see.
I sure hope so. Then you can look after us when we get old. Come on. Whoa there.
Oh, Paul, that was so much fun. I can't rightly believe it. Just like in the books.
We'll do it again soon. Now get to your chores.
Hello, sir.
Wielkie psy i co? Nauczymy Jacka strzelać.
I'm not.
You are. Your back's tense and it's making the rifle jump. You're holding it wrong. Here, let me show you.
I don't need you to show me, Paul.
I guess not.
You'll show me and you'll just run off again or something. It's better I teach myself.
I ain't going nowhere.
Whatever you say, Paul.
Don't be like that.
Sorry.
Wolf's been after the herd. Gotta get out there and scare them off. You want to come with me? Safer with two.
Okay.
Trzeba straszyć wilki. Jackie.
All right, let's go. Stay on Rufus now.
Rufus prowadź. Ale sobie biega ten piesek.
Let's go.
I can shoot. You know that. Why you gotta treat me like a kid?
It's what fathers do. I'm just trying to look out for you.
You can't just decide to be a father when it suits you. What about the rest of the time?
Come on, Jack. That ain't exactly fair.
Come on! We can't stop now!
Let's go.
One minute you're telling me to be a man, the next you're telling me I'm just a boy.
It's gonna take a while for things to get back to normal.
Normal? Was it ever normal?
I don't know, but it'll get better, son. I promise.
Oby tak było. I hope so.
I'm sorry, Paul.
You don't need to be.
You can't be tired already. I don't mean to be moody. I'm glad you're home. I really am. It's just every time you go off, well, I worry you're not coming back.
I swear, if it was down to me, I'd...
Are you coming or not?
Come on.
Yeah, go on, Rufus.
Ciężka relacja. Jeszcze.
Whoa, whoa. Jack, he's found a scent. Stay close, Jack. Come on. That's it, boy. Yeah.
Get after him, boy. You can find him, Rufus. Go on, Rufus.
Yeah.
Where are they, Rufus?
That's his signal. Come on.
Jackie, ile uszczeliłeś?
Good work, son. Go on now, Rufus. Find the rest of them.
Don't give up now. Let's keep moving.
Come.
Ale słoneczko pięknie świeci.
You can find them, Rufus.
Ciekawe jak twórcy musieli to rozpisać, żeby tak biegał pies. Tutaj trochę powąchał. Ciekawe ile czasu im zajęła taka misja jedna, nie? To jest mega ciekawe. Jak ktoś ma pojęcie w ogóle na ten temat, to może napisać w komentarzu, bo to mega ciekawe.
Where are they, Rufus? Yeah. Load up now.
Come on, boy. Whoa.
What do you smell, boy? Come on. Whoa there.
Stay on him, Rufus. Wait, let me catch up. How many are there?
Bardzo ładnie, Jackie.
All right, we should head back now. We got out further than I thought.
Zajebiście nam poszło.
That was some good shooting, son.
No ty zabiłeś jednego, ja może z 11.
Hold on there, cowboy. You ain't ready for that yet. One step at a time.
Ah, please, Pa.
We'll go out again soon. Catch something nice for your ma to cook.
Tak będzie.
Pa, can I ask you,
No.
Of course.
are you a murderer?
What?
That place where they held us. Pa shouted out guard one time, and he yelled that you were a murderer.
Maybe. But I live my life believing there's a difference between killing and murdering.
Not for the person who's dead.
No. And I guess I've been both. That's how it goes. We all do what we have to survive. Sometimes it ain't pretty. And in the end, we pay the price for what we did.
Like those rustlers who attacked our cattle.
Exactly. Look, when I was a kid, things were different. Rules were different, but that's over now.
There you go.
Właśnie, możesz wziąć przykład, nie musisz brać przykładu, możesz być dobrym człowiekiem, będąc złym, ale to ma za sobą konsekwencje. W innym wypadku jest jeszcze jak ktoś chce cię zabić, ty próbujesz się obronić i przypadkiem go zabijasz. To też jest inne znaczenie ma zabójstwo. Wszystko jest zależne od tego, co robisz i jak robisz i jakie masz nastawienie na to. Jeśli ktoś chcesz konsekwentnie zabić, no to jesteś mordercą. Jeśli chcesz zrobić zemstę, to też poniekąd jesteś mordercą, a jeśli chcesz być po prostu osobą, która
Turned into a decent hunter, son.
się mścić, to też jesteś mordercą. Wszystko jest zależne od tego, co robisz, czym się kierujesz, jak to działa, tak dalej. Widzowie, mam nadzieję, że dzisiejszy odcinek wam się podobał. Łapka w górę, subskrypcja, mam nadzieję, że jeszcze dużo będzie z tej serii i dużo takich, wiecie, misji fajnych. Także dziękuję wam za oglądanie i trzymajcie się do następnego odcinka. Na razie, cześć!